How's it going, everybody? Big Buffalo here, bringing you another gameplay commentary. We're on Summit. This is actually a Prestige team deathmatch. Having a little bit of frustration with Core right now. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but I had to re-record this in theater because apparently my HD PVR hates me, and even though I recorded dozens of games, it decided that it wanted to corrupt only the one that I had intentions on using. So I was pretty unfortunate. I really couldn't believe that I had all these games where I really just didn't do anything special, and then the one game where I was gonna, commentate it and post it, it was corrupted. So that was really unfortunate, like I said. But luckily there's theater, so we're still here. I'm back in business. I'm using the PM63 this match. I have Ghost Pro, Warlord Pro, and Hacker Pro as my perk setup. My attachments for the PM63 are extended mags and grip. The extended mags is an absolute necessity if you're going to use this gun, which I actually do recommend. I think this is probably my favorite submachine gun. I probably liked the MP5K the best before I started using this extensively. But someone mentioned it in the comments, and I decided that I was going to get a gameplay with it, and I really do like it. So if you're going to use it, extended mags all the way, grip if you don't mind using Warlord. Otherwise, whatever second tier perk you feel like using should be fine with it. But I mentioned earlier about Core being kind of frustrating right now, and I'm not sure what's going on. Before we get into that real quick, this looked way less bad in the live recording. Theater really kind of butchered that. When I recorded it live, it looked like he was a teammate for a second, and then I wasn't sure. But just forgive me on that one, and part of the blame goes to theater. But like I was saying, Core is being a little frustrating right now. I think this is my assumption or my guess. A lot of people got this game for Christmas, and I'm assuming they finally started to get used to the maps. They've got their guns and classes and stuff, and they're not really moving around the map a whole lot. They just kind of like to sit in corners and stuff like that, and it's kind of slowing down the gameplay, and it's really not making it all that fun. So if you're having those sorts of issues, which I know I am, then Prestige Team Deathmatch might be a solution for you. I know I'm definitely finding it to be a whole lot more enjoyable. The quality of player is a lot better. You're gonna be playing maps. You're gonna be playing matches where people are moving around, and smarter players. For instance, right here, the title of the video is "Close but No Cigar." I get a 10 kill streak here instead of the 11 for the attack dogs, and the guy, he gets us here a triple kill with the Semtex, and you know what? I applaud him for that. He was smart enough to know not to run down that walkway and keep giving me kills, so props to him. He saved his teammates a lot of deaths. The chopper gunner on this map is really not that great. There's a lot of buildings, but the attack dogs, because it's so close quarters, are really good. So props to him for being a smart guy. I ought to see what his gamer tag was and send him a message and tell him that he's a smart player and he should keep being a smart player. But another thing I wanted to talk about this match was using the right weapons for the right maps. Being smart about your choices. I'm using a submachine gun on this map, and it's not really like one of the smallest maps. I mean, I guess it is pretty small, but it's definitely a close quarters map, more so than maybe any other map on the game. Even Nuketown has longer lines of sights than this map, so using a submachine gun or a high rate of fire assault rifle is a really good idea, and I would strongly recommend it. But for other maps, you have to make smart decisions there too. Using an M16 on a map like this would probably be a really bad decision, because that is a much longer range weapon, much better suited for maps like Crisis or WMD or maybe even Array. Although personally I like to snipe on Array. It seems to be the best of all the maps for sniping. But you know, I like to set up my classes based on the distance that I'm going to be using the weapons at. And a lot of people probably don't do this when they set up their classes, but I like to set them up in a way that's, you know, sort of like close, medium, medium long, and long. You know, close range is obviously going to be a submachine gun, and then close to medium, I usually go with the FAMAS or the AUG. And then for medium, you know, something like a Galil, Commando, AK-47, something like that. Medium to long, in my opinion, I would definitely go with the M16. Seems to be the best gun in that situation. As far as long range is concerned, obviously sniper rifles, you know, none of them are really all that great, so you could kind of have your pick of the litter with that. I prefer the PSG-1 right now, but a lot of you probably like the L96A1. As far as which maps I use, you know, what guns on, firing range, I really kind of play that close to medium, so I usually go with a FAMAS or maybe even a submachine gun. You know, Array, that's something I usually snipe on. WMD is usually like an M16 map for me. You know, Galil, I like the Galil on Jungle. You know, Nuketown is either a FAMAS or, you know, maybe a PM63 or another submachine gun. You know, just those are some choices that you make that really determine how you play the game. So, you know, think about that stuff when you're setting up your classes, and it'll be really helpful. So, the game is coming to a close here. It's actually just ended, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see if I can get some more games up for you soon.